Today, I'm gonna be reviewing Berlook. A brand that's known for making gorgeous swimsuits has just gotten into making activewear. So I've got 5 different sets today that I'm gonna try on, testing the fit, the design, the functionality. We're gonna see how see-through it is, so I'll be doing some squat testing, and the overall value of the brand. Before we begin, I'm a size small and 160 cm, but I'm gonna put my dimensions into the description below for your reference. Let's dive in. Okay, so we're gonna start off with the brown set. So this set in general really gives me like Tomb Raider vibes. We have a zip at the front of the bra. And my favorite part about this is actually there's a bit of a safety catch in the middle. So it gives you that extra confidence that when you're working out, the zip's not gonna just come off, which is really cool. It has built-in padding and it offers quite a high degree of support. It offers a high degree of support, so you really feel nice and locked in when you're wearing it. But the chocolatey dark brown coffee colored leggings, these match super well with the top. The waistband is really quite wide and tall, so it comes up nice and high above your belly button. It gives a really nice compressive feeling, but not too tight that it feels uncomfortable. And it has a really beautiful design pattern on it, again leaning into that like really bad gal vibes. The length is 24 inches, I think, for this one. For me, is perfect. I'm quite short, so I normally have an issue of leggings being too long and kind of wrenching up at the bottom. But I don't have that issue at all with any of these leggings, actually. In general, when I'm doing movements with these, I don't have to keep pulling up the waistband, so they really stay up nice and high. For the squat testing, I guess because of the dark color as well, it's pretty good. It doesn't show my underwear, so it passes on that test. Next up we have, the pale blue sets. I'm really into the pastel-y pale colors right now, so this is definitely my vibe. For the top, we have a bit more coverage, so it's a bit longer. The back has this beautiful like crossover effect that's really pretty. It can be a bit fiddly when you put it on, but once you like kind of get it into place, it's really gorgeous. The front has this nice deep plunge, so it's very sexy. This one, again, the padding is built in and the material is very stretchy. It's super stretchy, which really adds into that comfort, but somehow it also feels pretty secure. The bottoms, they sort of have a matching V-cut in the front, which is really pretty, kind of sits just below your belly button. The material is really light. In terms of it's really thin, it feels really breathable. So on the plus side, it's extremely comfortable to wear. So if you're lounging around in it, it's amazing. In terms of functionality, the waistband stays up when you're working out, but at the end of your deep squatting, it is a little bit more see-through. So that's just something to keep in mind. The length of these leggings is 26 inches, so it's supposed to be a bit longer, but honestly, I would say they all seem to fit the same length, which is great for me, again, because I'm short, so I absolutely love them. What's interesting about these leggings is they seem to have this material on the inside. It's only on the front side, but I'm assuming that's because this material is so thin and light that it just adds that extra opaqueness in the front, so you feel a bit more comfortable, so nothing is on show in the front. So overall, I'm a big fan of the blue sets. Just a little bit see-through for the squat testing, but otherwise big fan. Next up, we have the leopard print. So as you know, leopard print is so in right now and I'm all about it. I absolutely love it. I love the creams and the browns and the whole like leopard vibe. I'm absolutely digging it. So this one, we have these beautiful straps. I was worried that the strap was gonna come off my shoulder, but actually it really stays in place, which is good. And in the back, it has a nice crisscross design. It also comes up a bit shorter, so it shows more of your abs. And this set has a small Berlook logo. The other sets don't have that. So if you're into a really minimalist design without any logos, then it's absolutely perfect. I personally like having a small logo for the brand. The padding for this bra is removable, so you can take them out. So those girlies who don't like having padding, this one is really good for that. I didn't mean to pop it all the way out, but we'll pop it right back in there. So the bra in general, I would say is pretty supportive, so you feel pretty locked in while you wear it. And as for the bottoms, these shorts, they are absolutely beautiful. The only problem is for me is they're not quite true to size, so there's a bit more wrenching in the front of the shorts. I would absolutely love to wear them, but for me, the sizing isn't quite right. Unlike the other leggings we've looked at, the waistband for these ones, there's a little bit more elasticity right at the top, so you do feel a little bit more of a dig in compared to the other ones. So in terms of functionality, the waistband does stay up when you are working out. At the bottom of the squat, the material becomes slightly more see-through, but because of the pattern and the darker color, you still can't see your underwear, so I would say that it's still pretty decent. Overall, I am a big fan of the pattern and the colors, just slightly disappointed by the fit for me personally. Alright, so now we have, the army green set. So this is one of my favorite sets. The color is absolutely beautiful. And for the top, the back has this really strappy, sexy design, which I am such a big fan of. It is so gorgeous to wear. It also has removable padding, so you can take those out if you don't like having pads on. And in general, super stretchy material, but at the same time providing a pretty good amount of support. So I'm a really big fan of the top. In terms of the leggings, we have a really high, wide waistband. The elasticity is really distributed throughout, so it is so comfortable to wear. You can see that it is super stretchy, so it is really good for anything, working out or lounging in, wearing it with a cute outfit. I'm a really big fan. Again, the length 24 inches, so it fits me really well. For the functionality, when I was working out in these, the waistband stayed right in place. It wasn't rolling over or falling down. And at the bottom of my squats, it was pretty good, probably also because of the dark color. It's good at not showing your underwear underneath. So yeah, overall, I am thrilled with this set. Really big fan. Last but not least, we have this rose red set. The color just absolutely pops and it's just so, I really, really love it. So the top comes quite low and the bottoms come up quite high, so it adds quite a lot of coverage. It's very, very comfortable. Again, we have that very stretchy material. It's super light and thin, so it's really comfortable to wear. In terms of the functionality, when I was working out doing some squats and some lunges, the waistband, it stays up in place. It doesn't really roll over. And at the bottom of the squat, it is a little bit more see-through. Again, probably because it is a bit of a lighter color. So when you go to the bottom, you can kind of see a little bit more of the outline of your underwear. So just something to keep in mind. In terms of the design of this set, it has this beautiful crisscrossy pattern at the back for the top and the bottom. And it just looks absolutely stunning from behind. So big, big fan of what the company has done for the design of this set. And overall, I'm really, really happy with it. I think it's a beautiful set that I will personally be wearing quite often. So in terms of value, if you go onto Berlook's website, each piece is about $40 US, and that's before a sale, which they often have. And I've included a discount and I'll put it into my description below. I don't make any money from it. It is just there for my followers if that's something you're interested in. And after that, it turns each piece into about $30 US, which honestly is pretty hard to beat. So overall, I am very impressed with this brand. Berlook, a company I had barely heard of before, but I honestly think we're gonna be seeing more of in the future. So if you enjoyed this video, give it a like. And if you'd like to see more activewear try-on hauls in the future, comment that below and don't forget to turn on that notification bell. All right, hope to see you again soon.